Hello, people. It's Jesse PB back again. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And I thought I'll just come on here just to explain a few things. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow my YouTube channel. I'm going to bring so much content in towards this, and I hope that you lot are ready because this year I'm going to bring so much content to you lot. So I feel like I need to talk about the last 3 games for Arsenal. So we're talking from New Year's Day, from Saturday the 4th, and what happened 48 hours ago. So let me start off with Brentford's game. Good win, very good win, 3-1. I feel like we started well in the first 10 minutes. Obviously, Ethan got his first start at the Prem, which was very exciting to see. Obviously, we started very well from the first minute, controlling the game until one mistake from our captain Odegaard gave the ball away to Brian Mbeumo, who capitalised on it. And looking back at that goal, I really thought that Raya could have done better with his positioning. Obviously, let me start with the lineup. So the lineup was good. Obviously, Calafiori came back into the squad for Marschelli. The midfield with Moreno in was a bit of concerning for me, in my opinion. I didn't know if he was ready because Partey was literally on the bench, which was really, really surprising for me. Actually, Partey wasn't even on the bench. It was Rice, Declan Rice on the bench, which was really concerning because it was Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori, Moreno, Odegaard, and flipping out, I forgot. Oh my god, I forgot. It was Moreno, Odegaard, and Jorginho, I think. Yeah, Jorginho. Actually, it wasn't Jorginho. I didn't even know. With Martinelli, Jesus, and Ethan Manieri. Lineup was good. Obviously, Ethan starting was a very exciting thing because obviously the last time Ethan came on for a Premier League game, like his first ever appearance was the Premier League was literally when he was way back when Arsenal won 3-0 against Brentford. When he was about, I think, 16. So literally when he came back, this was like a confidence boost to Ethan. I think he done well the game. I think he done brilliant in that game. He done very well. Settled in, took on many. He was literally playing on the right wing to cover up for Saka. He done well in a way of like trying to beat players, trying to like how would I say beat the left back of the Brentford and literally done well. Obviously, yeah, like I said, Brian Mbeumo scored, and he was a signing that I feel like he could be a potential good signing for Arsenal if we ever signed him. But yeah, it was very good. He looked very worrying in the first 20-25 minutes of the game after we dominated. After Brentford scored, also Raya made a mistake from Brentford's shot and almost conceded when the ball slipped off his fingers, and we were all just like, "No, this is coming against your former club. It's not easy to do, but you have to step up and do that." And also, we got equaliser with Partey shooting and then Jesus' reaction to the rebound. And it was good to see because Jesus was on a good form when he scored that goal. Obviously, came into half-time 1-1. We were thinking that Arsenal can definitely get the next goal in the second half. And he did. He basically did. In a way of like, Moreno scoring from a set piece from corner. Obviously, a bit of a messy corner, but we still made it count. And then we had to get the next goal, which was crucial in a way of like, the third goal was massive for us in that game against Brentford because Martinelli scored. And it was really, really kind of a surprise that he scored because obviously we were all criticising him for doing that Brentford game, but he did get his goal, and which was a massive goal for us that we needed to seal out the game and get the 3 points that we needed. Literally was crucial to get that third goal against Brentford. But overall, it was a good performance from Arsenal. It was a great comeback win from 1-0 down to 3-1. And yeah, really, really proud of the boys. They got the 3 points to start the new year right. Doing cool. You're sorry about that, people. That's my brother, just being jarring. So now, the game against Brighton. And this one really was a poor game from us. Thoughts on the lineup. The midfield was a massive concern for me because we started 3 CDMs of Rice, Moreno, and Jorginho. Obviously, apparently the news that Odegaard was ill, so that's why he had to make it to the bench of that game. It was really, really that made complete sense why he didn't start the game. Obviously, there was no Havertz, which was kind of because apparently he was ill as well, so that was a bit of a concern for us as well. What was surprising that we started the game well, obviously scoring the first goal of the game for Ethan Knapp. Ethan got his second start of the Prem and scored, and what a moment for him. That really was a massive goal, and for him it was a massive confidence boost for someone to fill in Saka's role, and he's really actually done that. So it was a very good moment for Ethan scoring that goal. Yeah, we had chances in the first half. Both teams of Brighton and Arsenal had chances. Obviously, we should have scored, I think, 2 of the 3 of the chances through the second one with the corner between Moreno and Jesus colliding with each other. If that header went in and it was 2-0, I feel like it would have been completely done. I feel like it's first half of that. I feel like the first half against Bayern, we should have dealt with the game in the first half, scoring 2-0 and literally putting the game to bed. Obviously, when I was at AFTV and Turkish asked what was second half, I was thinking I was actually nervous for the second half because obviously we found out that obviously Ethan was substituted at halftime for Martinelli, and that one really kind of took me off surprise and everyone else off by surprise. And then we found out at the end of the game he was through a muscular injury, so Ethan's going to be out for a couple of games, which is very upsetting for him at his age because he was actually starting to like build up the Arsenal attack with his qualities of in and out of the ball. And yeah, don't get me wrong, when Brighton got that penalty, part of me was like looking at the footage of the header. Did Saliba catch João Pedro? Everyone's saying it's not a pen, but obviously I've never seen a ref give a pen for someone headbutting someone in a box. To be completely honest with you, my opinion, it did look lasting. But apparently Saliba headed the ball, then João Pedro. But it looked like he headed João Pedro, then the ball. So I'm not even going to say how I felt about that when he gave away the penalty. I said the next goal, I said at halftime against Brighton, against Arsenal, the next goal was crucial. Literally crucial. And the fact Brighton got it really was frustrating because it just showed that we were not good enough in a way of getting the second goal we needed. Before even the Brighton pen came, we had a chance from a free kick when Declan Rice put a low cross in and Moreno missed it. If any Arsenal player tucked that in to make it 2-0, I feel like we would have controlled the game from there. But when we missed that chance, it was always going to be something happening when Brighton was always going to capitalise when we didn't take our opportunities in the game. And when they scored from the pen, obviously João Pedro, their top striker, it was just like a massive concern. We didn't even create much after the game, which I felt was very disappointing. Like, Trossard looked like he was missing throughout the whole game. Martinelli coming on the right, he was getting bullied, he was getting fouled, he was getting out-muscled. No one helped him. And it was just like, what was the point? What was the point? And then literally when João Pedro scored him, he had to bring on Odegaard. He came on and he done absolutely nothing but less touches of the ball. And I was just like, oh, what's the point of risking or bringing our captain on in a game like this when you're knowing that you really want to get that second goal to win the game? So then, yeah, that draw against Brighton was very disappointing because we came off a very good win against Brentford and I was expecting us to actually put another good performance against Brighton. Don't forget, they have taken 4 points away from us, drawing both games at home and away to Brighton. It's just so annoying because look at their form. Their form, yeah, literally, they've been back-to-back draws after draws after draws in a one-loss but then draws. And I thought we could capitalise on it, but we didn't, clearly. Now, this game, I had to really, really rewatch this game, this semi-final against Newcastle. This game, I was actually confident. I went for 3-1. What can I say? Lineup, strong. But the only thing that questioned me about that lineup, Havertz come straight back into the squad. I didn't think he deserves to start. I feel like Jesus should have kept his position. I feel like if it was Jesus as striker, Havertz on the bench, that's what I wanted. But the fact Arteta wanted to put him in straight lineup really questioned me. Really, really did question me, because obviously in the last game against Bayern, we were struggling. We were toothless up top. Nothing created. No, we didn't even create much at all, which was a massive, massive concern in my opinion. So the game against Newcastle, obviously, started okay. Chance for us in the 30th minute when Martinelli was in on goal through a great pass from Trossard, and we all thought he was going to score. When he hit the post, we had chances before that. Like Timber had a chance, Newcastle defended well, and Martinelli had that chance one-on-one, and he hit the post. That was just hurtful. Really hurtful to watch it. In a way of like, yeah, when he hit the post, I just felt like his confidence went down when he hit the post. I know what you should do. You're trying to hit it towards the right, like finesse it to the right past the keeper, but with the fact he hit the post, it was just poor. The free kick we gave away and they scored was the goal we conceded to Newcastle through Isak, who has been on brilliant form for Newcastle, scoring in every game since after that Brentford game. He didn't score, but he has scored in back-to-back games. He was the main threat. And when he scored, I was just like, this is why we had opportunities that we should have capitalised, we should have scored. It was poor defending. No one was near. Like, Odegaard got budged by Isak. The header came through, and then it was literally the combination of Murphy and Isak scoring. And we all knew what was going to be like. Their main three of Gordon, Isak, and Murphy were going to cause problems. And I was just disappointed that we just didn't react to it. Yeah. The second half, we didn't even step up at all. It was poor defending. Good save from Raya, but then no one reacted to Gordon. Timber was close, but Gordon got there before me. When it was 2-0, I just knew for a second it was game over. And then we had a chance. We had a chance to get to goal when Trossard's cross was deflected and Havertz missed an absolute sit-on because it came off his shoulder. If Havertz scored that, it would have been something. But what was poor was about we would nothing. We didn't even look like a team out there. We didn't. And then it came to questions for me from Teta. I had to ask questions during that game. What was the point of bringing Jorginho on? Pai didn't do bad at all. But what was the point of bringing Jorginho? Because do you know what he's done? Do you know what he did when he came on second half? It's long ball, chip ball, long ball. Can't even keep the ball on the floor. And that was just so annoying. And then Jesus comes on. He didn't even do much. I just feel like Jesus would have been better starting the game instead of being on the bench. And yeah, it's just one of them ones. I'm just like, oh, you got yourselves all wrong. The only player I can give a pat on the back to that game, I had a great game, a good game, was Marskilly. Like, he had a great game left back. He literally took on players and he didn't make any mistake in his pass and he was on it. Like, this kid is the future of Arsenal and he's got a great future ahead for him. Like, he had a great chance of playing in that left back role. Ahead of Skelly. Ahead of Calafiori. So now it's just like, for me, like, where do we go from here? I wanted a trophy this season. I said this season, I need a trophy. That Carabao Cup could have been the potential chance of us winning the trophy. But the fact we couldn't take our chances and we couldn't get at least a goal at home to Newcastle, who already beaten us at their ground in the league, and they came to our stadium and scored 2 goals to bring it with them to their ground in a month's time, it's just poor. And I can see where everyone's coming from this. Like, we do need a striker. But the question is, do we need a striker or do we need a backup for Saka? Because I don't feel like we got wingers to do that. Trossard, Martinelli, they're not good enough. I'll say it. Martinelli and Trossard are not good enough. Put Jesus in that right wing more then. If you can't play up top, Put him in the right wing, because usually he starts up front and he switches to the right wing. And then it'll be a transaction of Trossard in centre, Martin on the right. I'll be honest. Looking back at our season, yeah, I don't think I can give Arteta another chance. I really don't think I can give Arteta another chance at this club. You've been in this club almost for 5 or 6 years now, and you had the chance to bring us trophies. Obviously, it was FA Cup and Community Shield, but we need proper trophies. We need Premier League. We need something. You had opportunities, Arteta, to bring us a Premier League trophy. Not 1, but 2 seasons. During that time, you had a chance for us to get that Premier League title that we needed. And then what happens? From April and May, it's always them months, April and May, that we scum our chances and we fumble and we crumble as a team and we don't capitalize on every opportunity that we get. And then what happens? Other teams capitalize and they take their chances. What my main concern is about, I don't think we're going to buy a winger or striker. This January window, I don't think we're going to get a striker. I'm hearing that we're going to get Nico Williams. We don't need a winger. We need a clinical striker. If it's even someone on loan, I'll bring it. Because Havertz is just not good enough. He's been missing this season. Last season, I gave him his thing. He started shit at the start of the season, last season, and he came back and scored goals. You think Havertz and Jesus can carry us in the attack as a team? With Trossard, Jesus, Havertz, Martinelli. But I only think Ethan could carry our attack. But my main concern is we need a striker. This winger, Sterling's going to come back. Give Sterling an opportunity. I don't see what's the problem with it. Give Sterling an opportunity. I think people are giving him too criticism because he doesn't get that much game time. Give the boy minutes. Who knows what he can bring? Put Sterling left wing or something. Put Jesus up top, and then put even Martinelli on the left. The only thing I have a concern with Martinelli is he only is right-footed. He can't even use his left foot. He doesn't even use it all the time. Players need to realise, they need to use their left foot. In football, it's about taking risk. It's about using giving it a try. Use your left foot. If you're right-footed, cool. Use your left foot. It doesn't matter where it goes. At least you tried. I just feel like if we don't get a striker in January, we're done. We can't win this Carabao Cup. We can't get this Champions League. This Premier League can fall into bits. This FA Cup. We're still in full competitions. Cool. But I need a trophy this season. If it's Carabao Cup or if it's FA Cup, cool. I need a trophy this season. I do. I can't give Arteta another season. I'll be honest with you. If Arteta does not win anything this season, he has to go. Arteta has to leave Arsenal if Arteta has to leave Arsenal if he does not win any trophy this season. Because it's not good enough. Like us as a big club, we're supposed to be winning something. We should have won back-to-back Premier League titles already, but we haven't. And it's just so hurtful that we still ain't won no trophy. And you've got other teams like Liverpool who could potentially become Premier League champions. You've got other teams going to catch up into second place. Forest in some incredible form. They could come to second. We need to not underestimate every team that we face because every team will come to us and take our points. Looking at our next fixtures. Man United FA Cup. Tottenham at home, but the Premier League next Wednesday. Villa. Dynamo. Wolves. Girona. Newcastle. City. Look at those games. Those next 4 games are at home before Wolves away. I need a result. United FA Cup, I need you to switch up the team. Give Neto his chance. Give Miles Skinny a chance. Switch up the squad and save the players that we need to beat Tottenham next Wednesday at the North London derby. Literally. We can't lose to Tottenham at home. Yesterday, they have pulled one of their goodest performances against a top Liverpool side who has struggled and you couldn't even score yesterday. Imagine Tottenham get into the final and we don't get into the final. Do you know how embarrassing that would be for us as a club? I want to have hope that we can beat Newcastle next month, but I don't know. Yeah, I need something this January. Whoever we bring in, they have to make an impact. Arteta, you need to think about what you're doing in training for these strikers because it's just not good enough of what we're seeing on the pitch. The fact we can, that's our first loss. And 48 hours ago in the semi-final, that was our first loss in the Premier in the our home ground since August 2024. It's just signs of concern, really of signs of concern. This board, back on Teta. Whoever's gonna come in to this club, help us, please, because we need something right now. Because I'm really worried about this team. I'm worried about United this Sunday. It's FA Cup, but still, they could knock us out in our own ground. Tottenham could come to our stadium next Wednesday and get our points. Villa, what they did to us last season, beating us home and away, despite we beat them away this season, they could come to our ground and take points. Every game is a must-win game for us. We can't crumble. We can't lose. It has to be a win. Because there's going to be questions coming into Arteta, coming into this club, if we don't get results. Back-to-back results coming up in the next few games. I need something. I need something because if we don't get anything, I'm really, really concerned about this club. For Arteta to keep his Arsenal job, I need him to win a trophy. If it's FA Cup, if it's Carabao Cup, I'll do it. He can keep his job. But if he does not win any trophy by the end of this season, he has to leave, in my opinion. Because we need to bring someone who's willing to give us trophies. I can't go another season trophyless. I can't. People are asking me, would I give Arteta time? No, I can't. Even if he signed a new deal, I can't give Arteta time. I can't. Looking back during that season, looking back in this season, the draws, we should have beaten Fulham away. We should have at least got a win against Everton at home. That Newcastle game away, deserved to lose. That Bournemouth game against Bournemouth, deserved to lose. That draw against Liverpool, we should have won that game as well. That Chelsea game, we should have won as well. Looking back at the results of the season, we should have done way more better than we thought. We are lucky to still be second in the Premier League because we've got Chelsea crumbling in points. You've got Forest picking up the points. I really hope Forest can do something to Liverpool because I don't even know if they could. But I feel like Forest can do something to them. Give them a challenge or something. Because if Liverpool drop points and we don't capitalise on our opportunities, then we're done. But yeah. That was my three reviews of my last 3 games for Arsenal. I will be back on maybe I might do Saturday, if not Sunday, give you my review of the FA Cup game against United. And yeah, this is my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Many more content to come, and I'll take care of you guys. Thank you.